Even as you expose my weakened state, I remain the symbol of peace. And there's nothing you can do to take that from me.
Is that so? Oh, but there is one thing you might be interested to know. Tomura Shigaraki, my apprentice, he's Nana Shimura's grandson.
Grandson.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 3, Episode 11 of My Hero Academia, One for All.
Allmight versus All for One.
I'm severely concerned for Allmight going into this because, he's already mostly maxed out.
All for One for now is pretty much destroying him in this fight.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been tough for Allmight in his current state, even if he were just rolling out of bed. But he's kind of maxed out for the day, week.
Yeah.
You know?
At least Bakugo is now out of the way, but
True.
Still not an ideal circumstance. Actually, there's one thing I need to get before we jump into it. We have to bring All Might.
There he is.
He is here. Good luck, All Might. You got this. If you're excited for this episode and many more episodes of My Hero Academia, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms. Are we excited for Season 3, Episode 11 of My Hero Academia, One for All?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
I must remember where I started.
I want to make a world where everyone smiles and lives together happily. For that to happen, people need a symbol.
A symbol?
A symbol of peace. The reason crime is on the rise everywhere is because citizens have no one to believe in. They need to rely on someone. That's why I want to be the pillar that gives people hope.
Huh. So that's what drives you to become a hero, even though you're quirkless.
Yes.
Toshinori Yagi, is that right? Those are some pretty funny ideas you got. You're kind of crazy.
But his master was a woman.
A beautiful lady.
You hadn't pointed that out yet, but
fantastic. Didn't really.
There's a time in our analysis when you went, so his former master, he was Bullet, and I go, you're not exactly correct about that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Nana Shimura.
All right.
I feel like we gotta watch this, get into it.
Yeah.
There's one intro that we're never gonna skip. I think it's season 4 when we get to it.
Fantastic.
Also, take a look at this animation, see if you notice anything from this arc.
All right.
There he is.
Okay.
I was wondering if you were going to see him. There's one shot
I just kind of let the intros wash over me.
And I love that. And there's one shot of All Might in this. It's one of my favorite animations of him coming up. It's where he's just screaming and his eyes are pulsing.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's when the beat drops in. Right here.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
That is very cool.
Very cool. I've been playing an All Might build in D&D. I can leave the description to how I made him, but he's a monk barbarian who punches a lot. Great. Here we go. One for All.
Midoriya, are you four safe?
Yeah. How about you guys? No one saw you?
I don't think so. We're on the street blending in with the crowd now. Some pros are here helping people evacuate.
Good. We're stopped in front of the station. Luckily,
So all
we
the kids
missed
are
that
safe.
last shockwave. Our rescue totally worked.
A rescue? That's not what happened back there! You idiots just happened to be my best escape route! You're welcome. I had to get out of there so All Might could
So we were just swinging by to
guy.
pick you up.
Yeah.
He's right. We would have been in the way. The smart thing to do was leave him to it. Gran Torino can help him out. We made the right decision. This is what you would have wanted. Right, All Might?
You have so much in common with Nana Shimura. The utter waste of a human who passed one for all onto you.
Be proud, Toshinori.
Interesting.
You went down a long, hard road to obtain this power. Of course, it's gonna take a lot of work to master it.
Very cool.
My master was a true hero. Keep her name out of your filthy mouth.
A woman with no skill and grand ideas she couldn't live up to. How embarrassing for me, the creator of One for All, to see her inherit the power. And the way she died was so pathetic. Shall I tell you all about it?
Oh my god. Oh no, 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 and everyone's gonna see it. Oh no, oh, and it's all recorded.
It's the same as last
It's
time.
on national television.
Calm down. 6 years ago, you got distracted, and that's how he escaped and put a hole in your
Oh,
stomach.
this is terrible.
That's always been your weakness. Don't let him get under your skin.
Yes, sir.
His
Too
quirks and
late.
fighting style are completely different than they were. You won't be able to stop him head on. Use your wits. Can you still fight? It's do or die. You must go past your limit.
I will.
He's going past the limit.
Straight out of a nightmare. Half of Camino Ward was demolished in a single horrifying instant. All Might is currently fighting the villain who appears to have caused the blast. I can't believe it. How is one person so powerful? He's destroyed the city and is more than holding his own against the symbol of peace. Our plan has been thwarted. It's up to you now, All Might.
You see this? Jeez.
Oh crap, that looks terrible.
All Might looks kind of beat up.
Whoa,
Oh.
I've never
It's
seen
not
it
looking
like this.
good.
There's Camino Ward again?
Daddy may not have to work tomorrow, hon.
Really?
Why aren't
Everybody's
the other heroes
talking.
helping? Man, these villain attacks are getting insane.
That or the
Well, and the
heroes
thing
be
is, it's
slacking
just
off.
telling all the villains,
Soft.
hey.
I mean, I hate to say it.
Did you hear this?
Insane.
That or the heroes are just slacking off. They're getting soft. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's true.
It looks bad, sure, but All Might's the best. He'll win in the end, right?
It's just announcing open season for the
I find
villains.
myself conflicted. Tomura has been the one to chip away at society's trust in heroes, so is it fair that I should land the final blow? You know, All Might, as much as you hate me, I think I probably loathe you more. I killed your master, sure, but you took away so much from me, everything I tried to build. That's why I want you to suffer until your last breath and die broken and disgraced for all the world to see.
Big one's
He's
coming. Dodge and counter.
villain.
Wow.
Not everyone's so fast.
No.
Watch out! I will obliterate everything you protected.
So he shot it at her.
Oh no. Yeah, so he just like literally couldn't go anywhere.
Yep. Just using civilians as like
First to
pawns
go
here.
your self-respect and ridiculous public image.
Oh,
Show the world
ridiculous
how pitiful
public-
you really are. Symbol of peace.
he went to his powered down form.
Wow, no, and everyone's gonna see.
He looks like a skeleton. What's wrong? Is everyone else seeing this? It looks like
Yes,
All Might's
everyone
been
else
struck
is seeing
somehow.
it.
Most of the world has never heard of this fight. I did everything I could to keep the injury under wraps. I'm supposed to be the guy who's always smiling, right? I'm the symbol of peace. People everywhere have to think that I'm never afraid.
Not good.
Your secret.
Hollow
It's out.
cheeks and
Everyone
sunken
knows.
eyes. To think that you're their greatest
All for One
hero.
wasn't even trying to be
Now
him,
the
just
adoring
needs to
public
show
knows
everyone.
your true form. Try not to be ashamed. Your move.
Even as my body rots and grows frail, even as you expose my weakened state, in my heart I remain the
Oh my
symbol of
goodness.
peace. And there's nothing you can do to take that from me.
Is that so? Ah, well, I'd forgotten how stubborn you are. I guess I'll just give up. Oh, but there is one thing you might be interested to know. Tomura Shigaraki, my apprentice, he's Nana Shimura's grandson.
Grandson. Oh boy.
I kept wondering what would annihilate your golden heart, and so I found Tomura. Groomed
It was
you
on
to hate
purpose?
you, and watched you smile so proudly as you beat your master's descendant.
That's a lie.
Oh, come now.
What?
You know it's the truth. That is clearly something I would do.
That's
Huh.
pathological.
Well, that's strange.
Yep.
Where is your smile now?
If you have
Yep.
to save someone, that means
Good
they've probably gone through
Lord.
something terrifying.
Yeah.
They'll be frightened. Remember that real heroes don't just save lives. They save a person's heart, too. You know what I think? No matter how scared you are, you should smile to show that things will be okay. In this world, the ones always smiling are the ones who are the strongest.
Wow.
How very entertaining. I think I've taken a piece of you after all.
She's my master's grandchild. My God, what would she say if she knew how we turned out?
Oh no.
He's in anguish.
Just like a massive catch-22.
Yeah.
Going! Allmight! We need you! He's frozen!
This is bad. Beat this guy. No way. What next?
Is he gonna lose?
He's always been able to win before, so he can do it again, right?
Yeah, even if he looks totally different, he's still the same All Might.
Come on, All Might, you can do it!
Okay.
Shera, what you can do! Win this! Beat him! Come on, Allmight!
Okay. Everyone's cheering for him.
Fear not. I'm not
He only
done
needs the one arm.
You were right. A hero has so much to protect in this world. Which is why I will defeat you!
So, what are your thoughts
Okay,
on
okay.
what's happening and what's just happened?
Okay, the amount of steps and forethought and planning and just situational manipulation that's required in order to get your enemy's mentor's grandson as your intern. Apprentice, right, that's worse.
Slash, like, son, basically.
Literally, right? Like protege. I mean, for some people, that really wouldn't matter. Even the most, like, influential people in my life, beyond family, obviously, I wouldn't feel this, like, intense connection with their extended family who I had never met. But All Might obviously would, which is why All for One did that, which is just like an extra level of fucked up.
He was just trying to think of what he could do to him.
Exactly. I don't think it would hurt All for One very much to fight his instructor's grandson, because he's not that kind of person, but he knew it would fuck All Might up.
Yep.
Instead of like,
Methodical.
how can I be more empathetic in order to help people? It's how can I be more empathetic so I can just really just twist the knife.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Horrifying.
That's okay.
Also, fight-wise, All Might has been exposed as weak.
Publicly, yes. I think as time goes on, people are just gonna kind of keep circling back to that idea and realizing how many different ways that situation is gonna impact their world. I mean, it's just generally like the symbol of peace is not the symbol of peace. So now they're feeling less peaceful. You know, there are things that are very obvious and straightforward like that. Also, like if a villain sees on TV that the #1 hero is out, that's kind of broadcasting. It's going to be a lot easier to get away with stuff.
Not good.
Which, you know, if you're a regular citizen and you know that that's what's going to happen, that, you know, breaks your faith in heroes a little bit. But then the like secondary thing is like from the public's perspective, that one fight, that one instance was enough to take All Might, our All Might, the symbol of peace, and turn him into that?
Pretty bad.
These walls that we thought were impenetrable are now fucking nothing. Like,
Yep.
we're all in danger.
Yeah, not good. But let's see if All Might can pull it out.
Toshinori, when you think you can't go on anymore, look inside.
I must remember
Remember why it is you clench your fist.
Where I started.
Your past. Remember where you came from. Keeping your origin in mind will help push you past your limit.
My origin. Of course. I want to make a world where everyone smiles and lives together happily.
Got one arm and a dream.
Okay.
How many times is he gonna have to counter such a large-scale attack? He should have been out of power a long time ago. Muscles are only forming on his right arm. This distorted form can't be good.
There it is. That's the last of your strength, isn't it, All Might? A wounded hero is a most frightening animal. Do you know that even now I sometimes dream of you charging at me with your entrails strewn across the ground?
Oh.
Oh no.
You have what, 2 or 3 punches left?
Are you serious? What the hell's going on with that
Dude.
weak little body?
Looks like we made it in time.
Okay.
Got the Nomu under control. You
At least we have some other heroes.
Okay.
Suguchi must have expected this. He feared for his friend's life.
Those Nomu weren't particularly strong, but I'm still impressed you handled them so quickly. As expected from the man who clawed his way to the number 2 spot.
Damn it, All Might. I did everything I could
Is
to
that
get ahead of you,
young
but the harder I
Endeavor?
worked,
Okay.
the more obvious it became just how much of a widening gap separated the two of us. The stronger you got, the angrier I became. Stand up and show them why you're better!
Pretty big for Endeavor to say.
Yeah.
The only reason you're here is to cheer him on. I prefer you to remain silent.
Think again, madman. We're here to assist.
Oh boy.
That's our job as heroes. You did your best, Mount
All
Lady.
right.
All of you came. Of course we did. We can't do much.
Okay, so she's being rescued.
Okay.
Then we have fulfilled our duty. Thank you. You have to stop him, All Might. This personification of evil. Pros and citizens everywhere are praying for your victory. No matter what you look like. You're still everyone's #1 hero!
Toshinori Yagi?
He's an interesting guy. A little crazy. For instance, he thinks that crime hasn't gone down because the citizens don't have anyone to rely on. That the world needs some kind of pillar of support. And he says that's what he's going to become one day.
That's sweet.
Toshinori, you
Yeah.
are a pillar. One that must not be broken. You are the #1 hero. You can hear them, can't you? Even after everything he's done so far, the entire world continues to cheer you on. Their united voices cry out for your victory. That includes your students, whose admiration knows no bounds, who aspire with their whole hearts to be like you.
How pointless.
Oh boy.
Let's stop dwelling on heroism and start focusing on reality.
Not good.
Where are they?
Spring-like limbs. Kinetic booster ×4. Strength enhancer ×3. Multiplier. Hypertrophy. Rivets. Airwalk. Spear-like bows. The shockwaves until now were simply to wear you out. I knew it would take much more than that to kill you. In order to put you down for good, I'll punch you with the ultimate combination of quirks I have stored up within me right now. This will end you.
Terrifying.
That's so scary.
He's just not been trying it yet.
Tonight, All Might, but now I am. One
Wow.
form no longer dwells within you. What you're attacking me with is just a lingering ghost, the embers that remain from what you've already
Oh no, now he knows.
And that fire gets weaker every time you use it. Even now, it's a feeble spark about to put itself out.
Right, because we learned earlier if he uses it beyond. Okay.
Did you?
He's the child
Yeah,
you passed
Izuku
one
Midoriya.
for all on to, isn't
He
Okay,
guessed.
so he
I bet
knows.
He came here without your asking. You have no control over him, do you?
This guy knows everything.
It sounds as though you'll die full of regrets, All Might. As a hero and as a teacher. Impact recoil!
Oh. What? Oh.
You're right. As his teacher, I should have reprimanded him for coming here.
No.
I failed. Which is why I have to make it up to him.
I see. The weak embers inside you are resisting, trying to rekindle some of your former strength. A desperate attempt to rage against the inevitable and fulfill your duty. But it's not enough!
Not good. Yeah, I'm tearing up here. Come
You
on.
think you can't go on anymore?
It's not good.
No.
I'll beat you. Not because I'm a symbol, but because I will do as my master did for me. Until I finish training young Majorius. Until he's ready.
It's embarrassing how much you're resisting.
I won't.
Perhaps I was wrong.
I refuse to die!
You won't be able to stop him head on. Use your wits.
Oh
At the
boy.
last moment, he transferred the power in his right arm to his left.
Oh.
He used his right arm as
He let it go and transferred.
But a clever
The
trick.
1-2 punch.
That's so unlike you.
You could call it that.
Still weak though!
That's because I didn't put my back into it that time!
This power has been
All
passed
right.
on from hero to hero, each praying that it will bring joy and peace to humanity. That one for all will give the world hope. And now it is your turn. Do your best, Toshinori.
Goodbye. All for one. United States of
Oh my goodness.
Goodbye. One for all.
No.
Yep.
Goodbye to the villain and goodbye to the power.
Yep. We needed United States of Smash. Its biggest attack.
Wow.
What a vocal performance too. Just
Yeah, no, seriously. Can someone do something, please? Can we get a smile, please?
Please! The villain's not moving! He's not
Wow.
All Might stands victorious! He saved us yet again!
Saved a little bit in the tank for the celebration.
This is his last job. The final act as the symbol of justice and peace and the #1 hero.
All Might.
Okay.
So, what do
Wow.
you make of that?
Okay.
Crap.
I mean, that was just an incredible scene. I can't believe All Might was able to dig deep like that. I'm happy that he was able to, like, go out on a high note. I mean, that was, like, still pretty rough, but, like, at least he won, you know,
Yeah.
like you wouldn't want your like retirement game to be one that you lose in.
And also, it's the biggest threat in the history of Japan.
Yeah.
So, like,
Exactly. So that's a pretty great way to close out your career.
also, like, the emotions that he was
Oh
giving.
my
He was
God,
like, he has to stay
100%.
for Deku. Like,
That was so sweet. That was really, really sweet. Well, especially because there was all the conversation earlier about how he was conflicted about fighting Shigaraki because of his master. So I mean, it's obviously not the exact same thing fighting Shigaraki versus fighting All For One. I just thought it was really interesting that All For One was using All Might's relationship with his master in like the fight against Shigaraki to weaken him, but then it ended up being a completely different thing from his master that ended up motivating him to go beyond and then
United States of Smash.
yeah, exactly.
Ah.
Beat him finally.
That's just the coolest thing.
Very, very cool.
Wow. Well, All Might, his powers, looks like he burned the last bit of it.
All right. So
what
and it
happened?
also seems like everyone knows. That was the other thing I wanted to talk about, because like it's great for like the public perception that he didn't lose that, but also everyone knows.
You know who else knows?
2 people below the
Well, I
rubble.
mean, yes, you'll see.
And more there. The heroes
Yeah,
began
everyone,
rescue operations
right?
during
Like,
All Might's
literally
fight, but the
everyone.
Well, there's
scope
one
of the damage
person
is
that
staggering.
I'm
Authorities
interested
are
to hear what
estimating
you
a
think
large
of.
number of casualties. The villain
Large
who
number of
caused this
casualties.
is-
Oh no.
There! He's being led into the Maiden right now. Meanwhile, All Might and the other heroes remain on high alert.
Oh, Endeavor, because he's number 1 now.
We can't go anywhere. I wish we could find Todoroki and Yayorozu.
Let's just head that way. We should let the heroes know we got Bakugo in case they're looking for him.
Good idea.
Now.
Why are we pointing?
Now. It's your turn.
Oh.
This is who I was thinking of.
He couldn't be more amazing!
All Might's message was only a few words long. As far as most people were concerned, it
Wait,
meant
what was
for
the
other
message?
criminals.
Okay. Okay.
A warning that the symbol of peace endured. But to me, it meant the opposite. He'd used up everything, and now it was left to me.
Now it's your turn, is what he said.
Okay.
So everybody thought it meant, oh, the mob boxes are next. Like it was like a threat. But like,
Gotcha,
he's
gotcha,
like,
gotcha.
And take a look. You gotta take a look at this too.
Bakugo. Wow.
And
Okay,
that's
okay.
where we are left.
All
for
right.
That episode of My Hero Academia.
Please, no fighting! We don't want to frighten your teachers, do we?
Shut it, you clown!
You kidding? Hell yeah! Get this kid in a dorm room.
You hack! Hit me again and I'll kill you!
Hush! If you hadn't been so damn weak, you never would have gotten caught and caused all that trouble.
What are your first thoughts?
Very, very cool. I mean, devastating that All Might is. We can still call him All Might.
He's still All
right?
Might.
He's still All Might.
He's always All Might. He's always All Might to me.
I'm very sad to have lost All Might in terms of All For One abilities.
One for all.
Fuck. I'm sad to have seen the last of All Might using All For One, One For All. Very sad to have seen the last of All Might using One For All.
You got it.
I did it.
That's
I did it. God, I thought I fucked it up that time too. But I am also excited for this next chapter of him kind of stepping back from like partial player, part coach to just coach.
It's going to be interesting to see what the aftermath is of that whole thing
Yeah.
happening. That's where we're left for this episode. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for our next episode, which will be coming out either this Sunday or Friday, depending on the day that is next. But if you can't wait and want to see 10 episodes ahead right now, they're all posted to Patreon and they're extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our awesome Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions that we answer after every episode of any show or media that we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. All right, question 1. Borean asks, when the world is cheering for All Might despite his smaller form, all he could hear was the one woman in the rubble behind him. That was all he needed to go on and win. What do you think this says about All Might as a staple in this story thus far? And do you think it's lost now?
I think it's another really incredible way of showing the differences between people who are heroes because they want to be heroes and people who are heroes for the right reasons. Because I think if Endeavor had been in that situation, having all the people cheering would have been something that could have like pushed him beyond, right? But that wasn't even a thought for All Might, but the idea that one person needed his help, that could do it when the world cheering for him couldn't.
He couldn't hear the world, yeah.
But more from a metaphorical.
I think the metaphor is more beautiful that he only heard one person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all it takes is one. It's like Deku.
It's exactly like Deku.
It's that unique trait of just, all right,
I need to help.
It's either me or this person.
Someone
it's gonna
needs
be me
help
first. Like, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Very, very
interesting
cool.
that you brought up how Endeavor would have done in that situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty
remarkable.
Yeah. Also, it's just the symbolism. He's just the symbol of peace.
So good.
Speaking of the symbol of peace, the Lorax asks, All Might, the symbol of peace is no more, and everyone knows it. How do you think society will respond after having relied on him for so long? Okay,
this is what I've been most excited to talk about. So, I mean, obviously, there's going to be a massive surge in like general villain activity, but then also just crime in general. Is there like crime that isn't villain related in this universe?
Well, I'm not going to say.
Okay.
That might be explored in season
later.
Next season.
Okay.
Next season.
Yeah. Okay. So my thought is that knowing that the biggest hero and the symbol of peace is no longer doing that both villains with quirks and just like general criminals would feel a lot more safe, comfortable, secure going out and doing stuff, taking more risks, that kind of thing, which I mean is obviously going to lead to a sense of fear and distrust among the general population. And then I think there's going to be a lot of questions about how did this guy who was number one for so long before our eyes immediately have this happen? Like, has our symbol of peace always been so fragile? Because either that is the case, right? Or he knew this was coming and withheld that information, which I understand why, but I can also completely understand how, as a civilian, if you find out that a public servant has been dishonest about something, specifically regarding something you feel like you really would have wanted to know, that's going to make them lose faith in the individual who lied in the first place or withheld information, but also everyone, like all of the heroes.
And can I toss something else in there?
Yes.
Stain's ideology.
Exactly.
Imagine this situation coupled with Stain. Mm-hmm. What has been going on with Stain? Like it's
a perfect situation for him.
He's literally just like, there's only one real hero, and it's All Might. And then All Might's gone.
Not there anymore.
Well,
all right. So now everything that you, exactly. Exactly.
But anyway, let's actually go to our final question, which is relating in a way. Pat Bootyham, great name. With the defeat of All for One, the League of Villains seems to be without a true leader. How do you think the League will develop with this major force no longer behind them?
Okay, my guess is that Shigaraki's gonna step up being used very loosely. I think there's gonna be a component that's like, you're the protege of the old leader, so of course you're gonna be, the new in charge person. And then also just kind of a general power grab obviously Shigaraki would think the same thing as everyone else. My instructor was in charge, so now I am. But then I could also see there being quite a bit of unrest in a situation where potentially a villain who believes they're stronger than Shigaraki and would be able to do a better job at leading the groups of villains. If they think that Shigaraki being the leader is just entitlement and not what's actually best, the kind of power vacuum could be just a massive, massive issue. And the other thing is, because as I was saying that, I was thinking, well, like, Shigaraki still was like, he has like an unbelievable amount of power. And obviously All For One was incredibly powerful. But Shigaraki couldn't have done any of that by himself. Like, he fully had to like request that All For One come and like help him out.
Yeah.
And that was in front of everyone also, which is the other thing. That really isn't a good look for a potential new leader. For the last time they were in front of like everyone, including the old leader, to have been like, Dad, can you help me out? Like, not really, but like, you know what I mean?
It's interesting. Power vacuum aspect.
Yeah, not a good look.
Yeah, lots to analyze in the aftermath of this whole arc. It just kind of is a pretty big splintering point in this series.
Yes.
And I can't wait to delve through that with you, but that is where we are left for episode 11, One for All. Are you excited for episode 12 of season 3 of My Hero Academia?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.